Welcome back to Road to 100K episode 3, where I document my journey to having 6 figures invested. In each episode, I break down how much I have invested, the contributions I'm making, the dividends I've earned, and my portfolio performance. I also share my current strategy and outlook, so you can see exactly how I'm building long-term wealth step by step, 1 week at a time. Let's get into it. In just 1 month, my journey towards the 100K milestone took a step forward. My 401k grew from 13.6K to 14.5K. Marking a 6.57% increase. This jump was solely on market fluctuations, as I don't have a 401k in my current job. However, management is still working to provide us one. Meanwhile, my brokerage portfolio climbed from 24.7k to 25.5k, which is a 3.22% increase. While this growth was more modest, it's consistent, and consistency is key. This is where my strategy plays out. Slow, steady accumulation through reinvested dividends and intentional buying. I'm not chasing hype, I'm building brick by brick. Together, my total investment balance went from 38.4k to 40.1k, an overall increase of 4.41%. Breaking that 40k mark is a major psychological win. It's just not a number. It's proof that the system I built is working. Even in months with ups and downs like the ones we've seen recently, the forward progress continues. As mentioned, I don't have a 401k in my current job, so contributions are zero. For my brokerage account, things are different. I've increased my contributions from $100 to $160 a week. The increase happens because I've been cutting some expenses, and I was feeling that 100k a week, despite being a good amount, did not feel like it was enough. I feel that for my age group, I am behind in the total amount. Now, don't get me wrong, being in your 30s is not super old, and I have time for compounding, so I am taking advantage that I am full of energy and in good health to be working, so I'm taking advantage to invest a little extra. As my investments continues to grow, it's become clear which companies are pulling the most of the weight. Let's break down the top 5 holdings in both my 401k and brokerage account as of this update. My 401k is dominated by some of the strongest names in tech, companies that have led the market for years and continue to push innovation at a global scale. Microsoft holds the top spot at 6.81% of the account. With a strong position in cloud computing, enterprise software, and now AI integration through Azure and OpenAI, Microsoft continues to anchor my retirement growth. Nvidia followed closely at 6.59%. It's been a standout performer this year thanks to its leadership in AI chips and data center demand. Holding Nvidia is a direct play on the future of computing. Apple sits at 6.01%, offering both stability and growth. With a massive cash position and consistent product demand, it's a core part of their portfolio. Amazon comes at 3.81%, driven by its dominance in e-commerce and AWS, which continues to be a major profit engine. And Meta rounds out the top 5 at 2.82%, rebounding strongly this year as it leans into efficiency and capitalizes on AI-driven advertising. Now, my brokerage account tells you a different story. Focus on dividend growth, defensiveness, and strong CAGR, anchored by companies with wide moats and consistent cash flow. Hershey's lead the way at 9.79%. It's not flashy, but it's dependable. A consumer staple that performs well regardless of economic noise, and it pays a solid dividend. Google is my second largest position at 7.70%. I believe in its long-term growth potential in search, YouTube, cloud, and AI. It's a foundational growth stock in this portfolio. MasterCard takes the third spot at 7.31%, a steady compounder benefiting from the global shift towards digital payments. It's a stock I plan to hold for decades. Starbucks makes up to 6.55%, showing my confidence in strong global consumer brands. While it has some headwinds lately, I'm betting on the company's ability to adapt and grow internationally. Now, I've been focusing on higher scale businesses, so how is Starbucks my 4th largest holding? That is because I heavily bought Starbucks when it had union issues and the stock plummeted, so when the price recovers, the allocation increases. And last but not least, Visa with a 6.40%. Similar to MasterCard, together they form a powerful payment duo in my portfolio. These top holdings reflect 2 strategies working in parallel: growth-focused giants in my 401k and a more diverse, quality-driven approach in my brokerage account. Different accounts, same goal: building wealth over time through consistency, research, and patience. One of the important components is the dividends I receive. This is additional cash flow for holding my stocks for a period of time. I reinvest all the dividends received to continue increasing my investments over time. In 2020, I just earned $23.67 $2.47. Fast forward to 2023 and that number jumped to $396. By 2024, I hit a new high of $537. That's more than 22 times what I earned in just 4 years earlier. Now, halfway through 2025, I already collected $217 in dividends. The growth is steady and the compounding is starting to show. Every dollar reinvested is pushing me closer to my goal. This is how wealth gets built, slowly, consistently, and powerfully. As of now, my portfolio is holding up well compared to the major market indices. The S&P is up 1.37%, while the Nasdaq has performed a bit stronger with a 2.47% gain, largely driven by tech momentum. On the other hand, the Dow Jones is trailing, currently down 1.24%. My personal brokerage account is up 2.72%, outperforming all three indices so far. That is a solid sign that my mix of different growth stocks and high-quality companies is holding its ground and delivering consistent results. Meanwhile, my 401k is up 1.06% year-to-date, slightly behind the S&P, but still growing steadily. Overall, I am happy with the progress. While the market continues to move sideways, my strategy remains the same. Stay consistent, stay invested, and let time do the heavy lifting. Before I wrap up, let's talk about where things are headed. Strategy-wise, I am focused on what matters most, increasing my top convictions and consistently reinvesting dividends. The goal is to keep building a portfolio that not only grows, but pays me along the way. As for adjustments, I already bumped up my weekly contributions from $100 to $160. It is a meaningful increase that will accelerate the journey and compound faster over time. Looking at the outlook, my portfolio continues to outperform the broader market, even as the gap begins to narrow. But I am not changing what's working. I'm doubling down on consistency, quality, and long-term thinking. That will be it for this episode. Make sure to check my portfolio updates where I do a deep dive in my dividend stock portfolio. If you like this type of content, you will like the other series as well. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in the next one.